A unicorn of unlimited hidden talents. That's how the Voice of Albertans with Disabilities is remembering its executive director, Margot Campbell Brunner. She died suddenly just over a week ago. Zachary Weeks is a disabilities advocate who worked alongside Brunner as a board member at the organization, and we've reached him in Edmonton this morning. Good morning, Zachary.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Well, we're very sorry for your loss, first of all, but can you tell us how you came to know Margot?
Yeah, I had the great fortune to know Margot through my work as a board member with the Voice of Albertans with Disabilities throughout the years, and certainly huge loss for not only the organization but Albertans as well as Canadians abroad.
So tell us, what was she like, and what would you say her most memorable contributions were?
Yeah, so Margot certainly was a leader that I considered a mentor of mine. Absolutely loved her approach in how she did things. I was always awestruck in terms of her general, awareness of what the disability issues were. She led with compassion and care and strategy in terms of making sure that those that she was fighting for were always in the room in terms of collaborations and just it was always a pleasure to be a fly on the wall, if you will, under her leadership, and certainly learned a lot from her.
How would you say that her work stood out from among others?
I think what stood out, what made her stand out from others was her intimate knowledge of the issues at hand. She really studied the landscape, and that is something that is going to be sorely missed because she was a respected leader from the 90s all the way until now. Obviously, I was just a young child when she started her journey, but certainly recognize that I wouldn't be where I am in terms of, being able to access the community or different services, whether it's housing or the like, without her leadership.
What will you remember about Margot outside of her advocacy?
Her personality, certainly, she took her role as executive director of that very seriously. But certainly, she approached advocacy and issues at hand with humor and candor, and really was a selfless person, always putting herself before others, no matter how busy she was. She always had time for you, and took the time to educate you on not only what we're doing, but why we're doing it. And obviously, that's a huge thing that we're going to miss.
Well, Zachary, thanks so much for speaking with us about her, because it's obviously very important for you and the whole community to mark this and pay tribute to Margot.
Yeah, thanks so much, Mark, and hopefully we continue to carry the torch. As she said, together we hold the power.
That's great. Thanks, Zachary. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Zachary Weeks is an Edmonton-based accessibility consultant and disabilities advocate, talking